Good morning, students. Today we are going to see international copyright law. We know about copyright law, so how it can be protected if any article or designs, how we are going to protect. That is called copyright law, we said. How it is going to be protected in international level. Okay, let me explain. There is no such things in an international copyright. First we have to clear with the international copyright. There is no specifically international copyright specifically that will automatically protect the work throughout the world. Okay, specifically for India, specifically for US, specifically for other countries, Japan, like that any copyright law is there means no, there is no specific copyright law. If once it is protected, automatically throughout the world it will be protected, but some certain conditions will be there, because we have to protect everything is there. Protection against unauthorized use in the particular country depends on the national law of that country. Once again I'm repeating, protection against protection against unauthorized use in a particular country depends on national law of that country. It fully depends on what nationally we are following. That is what. Okay, international copyright is a copyright which by force of international agreement is extended in reference to the protection granted an author beyond the territorial limits of the jurisdiction in which was obtained. It's very simple, isn't it? So international copyright is forced by international agreement only, is extended in reference to the protection granted an author beyond the territory limits. Okay, what the territory limits we are having, that's beyond the territory limits of the jurisdiction in which was obtained. This is what. Just to see this, what are the international copyright treaties we are having? Six major multilateral treaties we are having. That already we studied in the first unit. Berne Convention, everything we studied. No, Universal Copyright Convention, Rome Convention, BIPO Copyright Treaty, BIPO Performance and Phonograms Treaty, the agreement on the trade related aspects of intellectual property rights. These are all the major six multilateral treaties, and these treaties set a basic standard of all signatory countries must follow when adopting or changing their copyrights law. So already they defined it. We know no federal law, Berne Convention, all these things, TRIPS agreement, Uruguay round, everything we are having, isn't it? In that, they are having all the territories they are having. These treaties set by standard that all signatory countries have to follow the same when adopting the changes of the copyright law. Within those limits, each country can set their own law, basically. Clear? They will be providing a parent law, remaining part everything who will be, we can follow our own country's law also, we can implement it. Okay, international copy law and practices is an annually updated treaty that is integrates the global analysis of international copyright within depth chapters in the national law. Okay, what is that? International copyright is a copyright which by force of international agreement is extended in reference to the protection granted an author beyond the territorial limits of a jurisdiction in which it was obtained. However, an international copyright will not automatically protect an author's writing throughout the world. That is also very important. International copyright will not automatically protect. Okay. Protection against unauthorized use in a particular country depends on the national law of that country. That is also important. If, for example, if I am writing any article over here, it will be protected in all over the world, but some certain limits, the other countries they are having their own perspectives. Okay, state government law or their own country's law. whether it will be supported or not. Sometimes if I am having a copyright any work, no one should read also, I can make it that copyright work. I can only, they can only see the essence of the article only, like that also we can read. But some other country, it may be they can read all the article but they cannot copy the article likewise. So this is understandable, right? Most of the countries offer protection to foreign work under certain conditions that have been greatly simplified by international copyright treaties and conventions. There are two principles of international copyright convention. One is Berne Convention. So it for the protection of literacy and artistic work. Berne Convention is fully talking about literacy. Next one is Universal Copyright Convention, that is UCC. Generally, the work of the author who is the national or demonstrary of a country, that is a member of these treaty, or work first published in a member of a country or published within the 30 days of the first publication in the Berne Convention country may claim the protection under treaties. Okay. Next, this comprehensive treaty is organized to enable business practitioner find use the critical material quickly and effectively. Clear. This is a major thing. International copyright, just to introduction, lest we see some actually Edward Giller. He explained how systematically we can deal cross-border cases. I'm writing article here. If I'm going to that person China, I'm going to get a copyright in the sense. What are the things I have to? What are the question I have to be answered for this? Okay, what law apply in the case of cross border? If anybody cross border in the sense other country, okay, infringement will happen. On what ground may protections to be based on such cases? Okay, invoke TRIPS, Berne or other treaty, whatever it may be, or domestic law. Okay, next, how to meet the condition of such grounds in the protection. Next, what treaty or domestic provision govern which issues? What protection is follows, like national treatment or exceptional cases will be there, or may court take a judgment, or overseas judgment, who will be taking part? How to trace vesting and chain of the title across the border. These are all the things. Next one is European Union and copyright. They are also giving. Okay. The second framework chapter explain how European laws, conditions, and exploitation of copyright, neighboring rights throughout the European Union. Okay. Just to see this, experts explain the law of Argentina, Australia, Belgium, Brazil, Canada, China, France. So some other so many countries is there. No, how they are right to facilitate easier researchers. Okay, these chapters follow common and individual outline answering questions. What are the critical questions they will ask? How are criteria of practicability formulated and constructed? First one, what type of work that is, and other production or protected. Okay, what special case to consider, like title or design or software, whatever it may be, and what are the performance, like recording, database, etc. covered. How long do right last? What duration of the foreign works? Who first own rights? What rules government governs diverse transfer? What procedure govern in registration, royalty? What conditions must be satisfied? What moral and economic rights apply? Okay, and what exception and legal license, how obtain civil or criminal administrative remedies. So if the answer these questions, automatically we will get the answer. Okay, this is what international copyright law is going to be talking about. Thank you.